Welcome back. This is Seal Chan, and this is my Minecraft 1.1 Progressive Long Play. Today, we're going to take a trip back in time. We're going to go back to the taiga biome known as Spruce Hills, the original spawn biome. And we're going to go to the original spawn location. And we're going to go back and redo the very first thing I did in this game before I started recording this series. We're gonna go and build a fort right near the spawn point. And we're gonna do that because when I occasionally die, as you know happens, and I have not set my spawn point by going to sleep at night, you respawn at that location. And when I'm there, I have nothing and no safety. What I really need is a bed to sleep through the night, so I don't have to run. I mean, you've seen me make a run for it at night to get back to my stuff. So I don't know that I'm going to put a bed there yet. I have to think about this, how to develop the spawn location. I might need to build a shelter. That might be fun, but I'm not sure yet, or at least build one nearby. But today, we're just going to start with a fort. So let's go. I should also add, what was I going to add? I forgot already. My apologies. If it comes to, well, let's, I want to introduce, I think on the way there, I want to introduce this audience to something that they may have seen before, but I just want to briefly explain what Phase 1 is, or was. So it'll be a very, very small detour. So let's go. it's been a long time. We're going to go back into the main base here. It was in phase 1 going to be a centralized base. I think I'll just hop into that bed up there, if you can see it, right above my head. Let's go. This is basically a bedroom, a kitchen, a living space. And this gray mass of wool is for my doggy, which we'll go see in a minute. This is one room in a series of rooms I carved out of the mountain. And when I first started playing this game, my goal was to create this ever-expanding main base where everything I had would be brought to here, one location in this great big world. It's still an attractive idea, but the problem for me is that I don't get to travel as much. I don't get to see the world. I don't get to build in various locations. I'm just building a great big cave. And that wasn't enough. It just seemed like I would get very bored here, spending too much time. Although building it out at first was great. The jury's still out. I still find myself wanting to consolidate. Not necessarily a main base, but a place where I can gather things together. Who knows? I may yet come to the conclusion that I would like a main base, or a main house, or castle. I just haven't figured out yet how that would fit into the big plan. So, anyway, let's take a quick walk through, and then we'll head out to my original spawn location. This is going to be a kind of collection of all blocks, one of each, kind of a reflection of the research, the recipe research, or the raw material discovery. So, you go out into the world and you find dirt and rock, stone, that is, leaves, wood, everything. Everything you find is something, and that something is researched. And one of those items is stored in here. Now, I don't think these chests have that much left in them. We can take a quick look. Here, obviously, is a gallery of all known paintings. It looks cool, but it wasn't enough. It's a little too simple. I've come up with a new plan for paintings. It's much more interesting, which you'll see eventually in the series. I built pretty small. There's not room for much decoration, which is something that maybe I should change. But, oh, I'm looking at some of these paintings I didn't remember existed. Like those black and white ones. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, so I've come up with a much more interesting place to put these things. But this is my initial experiment. When I discovered paintings, I created this room. And this room represented my discovery of paintings, of the raw materials that are used to gather them, or to create them, and of the discovery of that recipe once I had those raw materials. On this wall is a mural. Made out of wool, and in other places, as you've seen, in the halls, I have murals with blocks just meant to create an abstract pattern. Well, you get the idea. This is my main storage and crafting room. The crafting table I'm standing on. And it's going to be the place where I did most of my crafting. In one place, in the whole world. So, anyway, let's move on. Well, this is my ranch. Contains spare dogs, sheep, black, dark gray, light gray, and white. contains chickens and cows. It's about 10 of each, excluding the sheep. There's about 4 of each color. Behind me is a kind of a barn built underground. And that's where the sheep were kept at times. 2 of them each in 4 separate pens. Behind me here is a chicken coop, which apparently has been invaded by a sheep. That's where I would go to breed chickens, get eggs, etc. Even have a little creek. Guys need to drink. Anyway, it's getting dark. Let's go to bed and we'll head out. Maybe I should make a bed here for this dog. This is where I like to keep him when I leave. This is the well. Ooh, if I angle it just so, I can see all the way, look at that, all the way out in the bottom left there, into the ranch. Awesome. Excuse my face. This was the site of my original fort. I actually came back and put the land back to approximately where it was. So now I'm going to rebuild it. Or am I? I should. I also tend to spawn in a tree. I may actually need to kill myself to figure out exactly where. Might be good to have that spawn be on the ground. Alright, well, why don't I get to work? about to do is only valid in a world that is this fictional. It's not something I'd normally do. In this case, I'm looking for precision. There is, in fact, no Minecraft world consequence of doing this. Life is good. Life is great. We should all celebrate our life. Nonetheless, I'm going to drown in myself. Okay, here we are. The coordinates are 212 and 193. Perfect. I wonder if I were to just leave that hole there, am I going to spawn exactly in the same place? Let's find out. Yes, indeed. Well, looks like we can kind of preserve that tree. I like it. I'm gonna pick up that sapling. I might need to go get some more wood. But we'll see. I might just chop down a few trees here. Let's go get our stuff back. Alright, there we have it. I've rebuilt the fort at my original spawn location. If I die without having slept a night in a placed bed, I will come back to here and I will be able to sleep. Now I think that when I start a new world, I'm going to build something just like this wherever I'm at. But that fort is going to have a special development track, a progression, and what I think I want to do is figure out a way to come up with what supplies I should have here. And so when I die and I wake up, if I need a sword, I can get a sword. I even think that in that nearby cavern, I might build a nether portal. That way, if I die far, far away, I'll just take the nether rail back to the nearest point. That sounds like a plan. Something I'll have to work out. In any case, we've done what we've come here to do. I hope you've enjoyed revisiting old spaces. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care.